you can't directly make hundreds of thousands of dollars in high ticket sales from a program, but every single sales coach will tell you that you can. Here's why that's a lie and what actually determines your sales success online. At the end of the day, guys, I'm running a portfolio right now doing over $2 million every single month. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys high ticket sales. I'm going to be debunking the income claims and giving you guys real math and explaining 3 main factors to you guys that actually determine how much income and how much money that you're going to be bringing in from doing high ticket sales. So let's go ahead and dive in together. High ticket sales, you might be wondering, what is that? Or you might be even more seasoned, you already know what it is. Basically, high ticket sales is selling expensive things online for business owners. It's not just for selling a course or a program, but it could also be any type of high ticket service. So an example of a high ticket service could be selling for a marketing agency, or you could be selling real estate consulting as a service, or you could be selling a program, of course, like some type of course for an online guru. Now, when it comes down to actually making money in high ticket sales, it's pretty simple, right? These companies, they generate leads online, whether if it's from a webinar or it could be from someone making content on their Instagram or their YouTube channel. And people will end up reaching out to them, asking a few more questions about how they can work with that business. And every single time they book an appointment, there has to be someone talking to those leads and those prospects. So let's just say you are interested in working with a marketing agency. Well, you need to book a time with that marketing agency, talk to someone and make sure it's a good fit for you. That's what you're doing for high ticket sales. You're the one that's taking those calls with people already interested in the service. And every single time someone closes, you're making a commission. That commission can range between 10% up to 15%, all depending on what business that you're working with. So let's debunk all the common income claims, and I'm going to give you guys some real math and real scenarios so you can know exactly how much that you can make with high ticket sales and where you're also missing money. So I wanted to break down the scenario where let's just say there's 2 people, right? One person is selling for Elon Musk, and Elon Musk has a private business mentorship that's for $250,000. And in order to join the private mentorship with Elon Musk, you have to book a call, which is with the closer, right? So the closer is selling something for $250,000 for Elon Musk, right? And let's just say there's someone else that's selling for a smaller business influencer who hasn't really done much business before, but they have some type of course that they're selling for $5,000, right? Who is going to make more money? Let's just say you went through a high ticket sales program and they gave you all the trainings in the world. You have all of the top skills. You're the #1 closer, right? You've been trained in all these objection handlings. Like, you're really, really good. You went through a sales program. Well, what's going to happen when you join the business owner that's selling an offer for $5,000 and that business owner is not really the #1 in their niche, in their authority? Who's going to make more money? Let's say the other person who's selling for Elon Musk, that $250,000 business program, they're going to be making a lot more money. It doesn't matter about their skill set. They're selling something that, one, is clearly not a scam. Like, who wouldn't want to learn from Elon Musk? He's one of the richest men in the world. If not, he already is. And then 2, you're selling something that's super expensive. You're selling something for $250,000. The other person is selling something for only $5,000. So what's $250,000 divided by 5,000? You have to sell it 50 times just to get one sale of what the $250,000 service is for. So, like, one thing that I learned from just making millions of dollars through high ticket sales and managing some of the most largest sales team in the world is, like, it's just as hard to sell something for 5K as it is to sell something for 250,000. And matter of fact, from what I've seen in my own experience, it's almost easier to sell to those people. Think about it. If you're selling to someone that already know, likes, and trusts Elon Musk, like, it doesn't really matter how great your skill sets are. Now, of course, there could be still objections when you're selling for, Elon and everything, but at the end of the day, there's going to be endless amounts of leads. There's endless amount of proof that Elon is amazing. And then the other person who has the most amazing skills with objection handling, and they've gone through all these programs, they're going to struggle to make half as much money as the person that's selling for Elon Musk. Now, the next thing that actually slow down your income with high ticket sales is what's the market narrative for the product that you're selling, and what is also the marketing. So a market narrative, that's just a widely accepted story. So what's the current marketing narrative right now? AI. Everybody knows, hey, if I get into AI, I'm going to make more money. Another market narrative is tech. Think about the average Joe. They know, okay, if I get into tech, Tech is like a pretty smooth and easy way to make money. And same with real estate. A lot of people know that the average millionaire, at least here in the United States, became a millionaire through real estate. So what I'm really trying to get at is with having the right market narrative, you don't really have to convince somebody that your strategy, your service is what's best for them to actually end up doing. So what is the market narrative? The market narrative is just a widely accepted story. And think about AI as an example. When people think about AI, they think in terms of, if I was to do that for a business model, then I'm going to make more money. Everybody knows that AI is the future. I can name a program right now doing over $5 million a month right now, and their offer goes perfect with the main market narrative, which is getting into AI to make more money. Another market narrative is getting into real estate is one of the safest ways to become a millionaire. Everybody knows that. That's not a secret. People know that real estate, when you are in it, you can make more money. So what I'm really trying to get at is you don't have to convince people on this business model when you're on a call with them. That already eliminates a lot of things when people are hopping on your sales calls. But imagine if you're going against a market narrative, like you're selling something right now, such as Airbnb. Airbnb doesn't have the best taste in a lot of people's mouths. There's all these different rules and regulations, things are getting shut down, and now you have to go against the current market narrative. Or if you think about TikTok, let's just say you're a TikTok agency that helps people build their personal brands on TikTok. Well, a few months ago, Trump and the US office, they were about to shut down TikTok. TikTok wasn't even going to be a thing. So imagine people are getting your sales calls and they're giving you the objection, hey, like, I don't really want to buy this because TikTok might not even exist in a few months. That's the market narrative. And when you're selling something, you want to sell something that aligns with the current market narrative. It makes everything a lot easier. You see, this is what they're not telling you. They're telling you that you can just hop on any offer and you just need to get these sales trainings. You're going to make more money. But in reality, you're just making it harder for yourself. And we also talked about how marketing is important. Marketing is everything. You want to be seeing, okay, what does the marketing actually look like? Do they have someone consistently generating leads? Are they organic leads? Are they paid? The best leads that I ever get are always going to be organic. No one wants to be coming from an advertisement cold and now you got to convince them that this is actually legit. That's a lot harder versus someone coming from following an influencer or following a business page for the last year, 2 years, and now there's all that trust built there, okay? So you want to make sure there's solid marketing in place. Now, the third factor that actually determines your income level, which these high-ticket sales coaches aren't going to tell you, is your experience level. I want you to think about this for a second. Imagine that you just finished a high-ticket sales program, or you have in the past, and now it's time to get a job. Well, hiring managers, who are they really looking for? Are they looking for someone that just finished a program or someone that's already sold millions of dollars online? And a lot of stuff when it comes down to this high ticket sales world, it's relationships. It's not necessarily about what you know. It's also about who you know. So your sales coach could have all these relationships, but he's going to burn through them if he's really not the best at training. And then also if he's having these rookies that don't really have any experience hop on these offers. Because think about it. If he goes and staffs someone that took his program, which a lot of it's theoretical, like you don't necessarily get on calls. Sales to me and going through sales programs, it's similar to like riding a bike. We can sit here all day and I can train you on objection handling, train you on sales, but you're never really going to know that you can actually sell until you actually hop on, just like how it is with the bike. Imagine if you wanted to learn how to ride a bike and I gave you one of these books about how to ride a bike and then you finally hop on and you fall on your butt. Well, that's how it is literally with sales. So to give you some like real world examples from our partner studio over here at Power Studio. So one of our clients is actually selling a $2,500 offer and we sold 45 units in the last 2 weeks alone. And one of my other clients, he sold one of his units this week, but it was for $70,000. They made just as much as them out of the same money. One closer worked a whole lot more than the other closer. They both did make more money, but hey, at the end of the day, the more expensive thing that you can sell with more credibility, the more money you're going to make in this space. But now with that $2,500 offer that I was telling you guys about, we're actually coming in and we're tweaking the offer so we can sell more premium services. And that all just comes down to packaging and positioning and all these different ascension models, which we won't get into all that in this video. But if you're someone actually looking to go to the next level, the whole point of me making these videos is just to provide you value. But if you've been watching us for a while now and you've been kind of on the fence and you're like, hey, maybe these guys can actually help me and I'm someone that actually wants to go above and beyond just being a high ticket closer and you want to go to the next level, there's actually a link at the bottom of this video. You can go ahead and fill out an application. all depending on what time you're seeing this video. It might be open, it might not. But as always, guys, the whole point of this channel is just to provide you guys value. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video.